An hour after leaving the president, Forbin was walking along the gravel path leading to his own office in the secure zone, 250 miles from Washington. Throughout the quiet air car rim, quiet largely because he had, against all standing orders, disconnected the car's telephone, he had wrestled with his thoughts and forebodings on Colossus. The interview with the president had not gone the way he planned or hoped. He hadn't got his feelings across, although he knew this was a hard job for anyone with the president. Forbin was aware that he was trusted, and to some extent even respected. But once he moved out of his own immediate field, stopped dealing in provable facts, the president had no time for him. To the president, a man was like a cigar lighter. Flick, there was the flame, use it, then put it out. Sure, you look after it, see it is fed gas and polished, even as you praise and reward humans, not so much for what they had done, but for what they could do in the future. While this attitude clearly gave great strength, Forbin felt there were situations when it could become appallingly weak. You can hold a pile of coins between thumb and forefinger, and turn the pile on its side until parallel with the floor, and if you exert enough pressure, they stay that way. But a slight weakening or fault in the alignment of the coins, and the lot goes showering in all directions. There is no cement, only power. Without some warmth or personal interest, there was little understanding, and in this situation it could be more than a little dangerous. Walking into his outer office, Forbin was irritated to find one of his assistants kissing his secretary, with a hand deep in the girl's blouse. Seeking a little warmth and understanding, no doubt, Forbin thought. Johnson, the assistant, tried to remove his hand, but some hidden hitch delayed him, giving Forbin time to think up a crack that restored his good humor. "Have you lost something, Johnson?"
"Sorry, Professor,"
mumbled Johnson, now disentangled and on his way to the door. The secretary tried to re-zip her blouse. As might be expected, the zip jammed. Forbin smiled slightly and turned to his assistant. "Johnson, let me give you 2 pieces of advice. Try to contain yourself until the lunch break, or better still, until you are off duty. If you really can't wait, please satisfy your biological urges in the restroom. It can't be locked all the time." He switched to his secretary, leaving Johnson in the doorway, poised on one foot, uncertain. "Angela, 1 piece of advice, 1 suggestion. I advise you to revert to old-fashioned buttons, and suggest you use my office to fix that brassiere. It must be mighty uncomfortable the way it is now."
"Thanks, Chief."
Angela acted on his suggestion, in no way embarrassed. "Johnson, please fix a meeting of Group A for 15:30, here, okay?"
"Okay, Professor. 15:30. Thanks."
Forbin smiled again as Johnson escaped. In some places, it might be taken seriously as a breach of group discipline, but not in the secure zone. Hedged in on every side, living under constant surveillance, human nature had been forced to adapt itself. Getting into Project Colossus had always been tough, but once you were in, it was a great deal tougher to get out. The secure zone contained all that a person might be expected to need, except freedom. Contact outside the zone was officially discouraged. The authorities made no bones about that. And with the changing pattern of society, there were relatively few married couples. With women's full emancipation a generation before, the last vestige of their dependence upon men disappeared. At the same time, the training of high-grade scientists and technicians, still mostly male, took longer and longer. Most of these men were not